Nice to finally talk to you and interview you. I've been a big fan for a long time. Uh,
Thank you so much.
I it's shocking to me that this is your first salsa album that's coming out because you've done so much music, you've from all genres and styles of music. And Bailar, tell us a little bit about the album and putting that together and going into this new phase.
Yeah, I realized 4 years or so ago that I wanted to do a salsa record, and it was going to take me a minute to do it because salsa music is very challenging because it's not my first. I grew up Latin jazz, but salsa is different, and it's very strategic in what you play, with so much passion. And I wanted a specific artist to be on the record. And it was a long time coming. And when I first met Tony Succar, who produced this record with me, he was doing his PBS special tribute to Michael Jackson, and I was on that project. And after that, I used him on his entire band on one of my cruises that I had done. And I was like, if I do a salsa record, we have to do it together. And he's like, absolutely. So from then until now, it's finally done. But it's something that I was hoping to do, and then realized it had been so long. And it's like, I have a bucket list of goals, and it was down here, and I was like, wait a minute, I need to put this up here and do it now. So it felt like the right time to do it. And especially now with Tony Succar and his mom, Mimy Succar, being very out there with salsa record and pushing that genre of music, and especially for the young people. I think it's really important that we keep this music going. So the idea of Bailar was a song that I had co-written a long time ago. And what I did was, there were songs that I had already written or co-written, and we flipped some of those songs into salsa. And then I definitely wanted to do three cover songs and tributes to Celia Cruz, Tito Puente, and Cheo Feliciano, like Fania All Stars. Like that would be my dream, and to be able to get some of these amazing artists on this record is a dream come true.
Oh, and then I got snippets of it and I'm already loving it. I'm already dancing to it. But I gotta ask about the single that comes out this Friday with Gloria Stefan, Mimi Succar. How did you get them together? Was it easy, just phone call? Yes, type of thing.
It was kind of easy phone call, yes. However, yeah, however, Gloria's been my friend. She's family. She's family to me for since 83 or 84. I met them initially. But, being friends is like you don't want to go, well, can you sing on my song? But it's a Celia Cruz song. And, there's only a few women that can really make this work for a Celia Cruz song. And doing a cover is challenging because it's already an amazing song, and you don't want to mess it up, and it has to rise to that level of being a very good arrangement. So together with Tony Sugar and a couple of his guys, I mean, the arrangement we came up with was just perfect. And the twist to it would be, I wanted to play drums on Bemba Colorá in the halftime, and I wanted to take a drum solo. And Tony's like, "Oh my God, that would be amazing because we can't think of anyone who has ever taken a drum solo on Bemba Colorá, and especially a woman." So I was like, "We have to do that." So that's gonna make
Yeah,
it different. Yeah, but
exactly.
getting the ladies together, it was recording. I saw Tony's mom singing on one of the shows a year or two ago, and I was like, "Oh my God, I would love to have your mom sing on my record." I didn't know what song it was going to be, but then when I we finished Bemba Colorado, I was like, "I have to ask Gloria," and I think his mom, Mimi Sukar, would be amazing because her tone is very low and raspy, and the three of us together, it was so much fun, and we didn't do it together either; it was separately.
Oh wow. So everything came into the studio, just put it all together during that time.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. That because the music is just so on point. And I think it feels like we haven't had there's salsa out there. There's always salsa out there, but you haven't had that that music where you could dance to. A lot of it hasn't been really. I don't know if it's because of my age now. You don't see people dancing anymore, and you need that
Right.
dancing. And that song automatically, as soon as you hear it, you're getting up, you're moving around. How much was it? How important was it to do something that's not only going to attribute to all the salsa musicians that are around, but also to do something new, so adds different notes, different style, your own style to it, but change it up a little bit. How important was it?
It was very important because I've never done it before, but the foundation of being a Latin jazz artist, but then signed as an R&B artist and all the different genres and the musician that I am, putting all those elements together into salsa, it's definitely a little bit different. It's got a new flavor to it, and I think it's definitely my own. And it's interesting to go through the process, even in the mixing process with my engineer. It's like, I want to mix it. I don't not traditionally. I want to sing like even in Bemba Colorá, I sang the three-part harmonies with Gloria and Mimy because that's what I heard, and I was like, I this is obvious. I should sing it. And then there were questions about, well, that's not traditional. I'm like, but I'm not traditional. I'm different. And this is my style. And this is why I hope that this works because it feels right to me. And it's just that passion and that love for music that is just exciting and to bring something new. And it's like, I'm just excited about it.
And that's the one thing. You've always been your own person. You gave your own style. You always put your own stamp on things. Even back in the day when I first saw you with Prince, you always did something different and unique.
Yeah,
And now, even now, as I've gotten older, your sound is right. I know it's your sound right off the bat.
that's
Can you
awesome.
talk about the special guests you have on the album, in addition to Gloria and Mimi?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. The one person I wanted at the very beginning was Ruben Blades. And when I got Ruben, I cried. He did the song, I did Anacona, and he just killed it. And like the first four words he sang when he sent it back to me, I started crying. I couldn't believe I was like, I got Ruben, and he just sounded amazing. Roberto Santa Rosa, El Canario, Debbie Nova, my dad, Jean Rodriguez. Yeah, it's just amazing to have, these people who said yes to something that I had never done before, but trusted me to do the right thing musically. And once they heard it, and some of them I co-wrote some of the songs with, but just to be able to have them on this record just meant everything to me.
Yeah, and I can't wait to hear the whole album. I'm excited about it. But you're doing a show April 3rd, Miami, at the
I
Fillmore.
am, yes. Yes,
Tell us a
April
little about
3rd, yeah.
that. You have some special guests really blowing it out for this new record.
Yeah, we're gonna perform the whole record. I was trying to get everyone on the record. Because we even have Victor Manuel singing an original that we wrote. It sounds amazing. So we do have Gloria Stefan, my dad Pete Escovedo, Tony Succar, Mimi Succar, Debbie Nova, Jean Rodriguez, and an amazing two bands put together to make this collaboration work with all my musicians and the musicians that performed on the record. It's going to be amazing. Like, I can't wait to get us all in the room together. So we really want people to come and enjoy. It's like the release of the new record, but it's live. I mean, gosh, I'm excited. Like, I want to be a fan and sit and watch everyone play. Like, because I already know I'm listening to it now, just trying to get all my parts because playing multiple parts on the record as well. Which one am I going to play so that I can sing and play? Oh, wait, I have to go, you know. But it's going to be exciting. So April 3rd, we want everyone to come and check us out at the Fillmore, Miami Beach. Get your tickets now. It's going to be amazing. Gloria Stefan, Mimi Succar, Tony Succar, my dad, Pete Escovedo, Debbie Nova, Jean Rodriguez. There's so many, many, many more.
Are you going to do this in LA as well? Because if it is, I'm there. I'm going to be there.
No, I need you to fly to Miami.
Oh, well, shoot, I guess I'm going to have to. I guess I'm going to have to. But before I
Yeah.
let you go, wanted to ask you a question because I talked to George Lopez about this on February 14th. And as I was doing research, you posted something from Prince on February 14th. And I woke up that morning thinking like, damn, I miss him so much. Like I miss his music, I miss his performance. Can you tell me what was it like to be a part of that, to be around him, to be those musical collaborations that have lasted so long, and how much
Yeah.
like we in this world the way it is, how much we need Prince now more than ever, even to replay some of his albums.
Right, yeah. I when people ask me how was it to be with him and all of his stuff, if he was here, you would have to ask him how was it to be around Sheila because it's really the opposite.
Uh-huh.
Because I changed his life a lot. When I met him, he wasn't even Prince yet, really. I mean, he hadn't done he was Prince, but he
Yeah.
hadn't even done his first record yet. So I had been with him from the beginning, like just wow. We had so much fun together, and you know, sh- I think the great things sharing music and the things that he loved, a lot of music I loved as well, but then presenting to him my family, the Escovedo family, and showing him and teaching him about Latin jazz music and the musicians, and and we talked about jazz and Miles Davis, and so musically, like it was just it was a joy because sharing music and music that he had never heard of before, coming from Minneapolis and going, your whole family plays together, like this is crazy. He was amazed by the family and us knowing stuff and being able to interact and change instruments and play. Like it was something that he really really enjoyed.
Awesome. Thank you so much for stopping.
You're
It's
welcome.
great to ask you about that question because I've never got to meet him, but I've talked to Lisa and Wendy, Morris Day, George Lopez about him to get people to never forget him because I think to me he's always been such an inspiration. You have been an inspiration for me since I was a little kid, and I really appreciate all the work that you do, and cannot wait for everybody to get Bailar, get the album day one, April 5th, and pick up that album. So thank you so much for talking with us.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.